Why don't you fact check what Boss and I said about the text, come back and try to disprove us? Told you we can
Man,
respect that. We respect
you respect,
epistemic
nah,
humility.
bro. You just
Proverbs
validate,
fifteen
bro,
twenty
bro,
eight,
bro,
man. The
bro.
heart
Like,
of
do you
the
think, like, do
righteous,
you
the
think
Sadakim,
like, no, no, do you
studieth the
think,
answer.
bro,
We don't have a problem with you saying you don't know. Let me check. Let me get back
dude,
with you.
you
But
just
trying
disrespect,
to do some Johnny on
you
the
just
spot damage
disrespecting me,
control,
bro.
making a total and complete spectacle
How
and
you
fool
want to
out of
have a
yourself,
discussion? You
we
just
don't
disrespect
respect
me,
that.
bro.
I'll be waiting. I need to let it go. Fade out into the light. All these years we never get it right. I need to let it go. I need to let it go. I need to let it go. No more reasons to deny. I need to let it go. I need to let it go. I need to let it.
I believe in, bro. Like, come on, man. In real life, bro, like it would have went left. Like, bro, like, come on, man. You just a person.
That's why the deception of Islam spread, because people didn't fact check it.
Suckers be making arguments that nobody before you ever argued. That be sucker stuff.
The reason why is
That
because
be that be clown sucker stuff.
the people who accepted Muhammad didn't know the prophets. They didn't have the tools to evaluate what he was saying to them.
Yeah,
I
the man
do.
existed. The man lived with Christians. Stupid. Christians lived in what the
No,
Muslim Jews
no,
did. They did
no, he
stupid.
didn't. He never
Yes,
ever went into a monastery or a
stupid.
church or a synagogue and reasoned with the people from the scriptures, claiming
They
that
lied.
he was the final messenger. That's total. That's
Stupid.
totally the opposite of what Jesus
Christians
and his
lived in
apostles
Medina.
did.
Stupid.
Every
And
time they
Jews.
went to a new region or a new town or a new city to preach the gospel, they went first to the place where they had scriptures. Muhammad stayed far away from places where they had scriptures
Christians and
because
Jews
those
lived in
scriptures
Medina.
would
Stupid.
identify him as a false prophet.
Christians and Jews lived in the same place and coexisted during this time. Nobody did what you doing. Like what you doing.
What Christians wrote about Muhammad in
Nobody
the
doing
first
what
half
you
of the
doing.
first
Jews lived in
7th century AD?
Jews lived in Medina. Go read. Go
Name
learn your.
name
Yeah,
name name a community. Give me the name of a rabbi that lived in the first half of the 7th century AD in
yeah.
Arabia.
Abdullah ibn Salam. Abdullah ibn Salam. Stupid.
Okay, where can I find it? Where can I read about him at? Watch this,
Stupid.
everybody.
Islamic history. Stupid.
Exactly. So we don't have Jews documenting that they came in contact with Muhammad. Just like we don't have any writings from the
So you don't know
Abyssinian
Jews that lived in Medina?
Christians claiming that they gave asylum to Muhammad and his companions.
Might argue with no ignorant ass person that just Google and research stuff and look at biased sources that don't know what they
Anytime
talk
you want to get
about.
together, bro, we can do that.
The most documented man that walked the earth, and you sitting up there saying that the Jews and Christians didn't live there. You sound retarded, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, can you provide
Sound
me
retarded.
any Jewish writings from the time of Muhammad that document that they encountered him? The answer is no.
I'm not argue with you, man.
You can't argue. You have to have the tools to do so, man.
Be quiet, man. I ain't
And
about
this
to
is
argue.
real simple, man. All you got to do is get some history
You're
books.
clown. We'll see in the future, homie. We'll see. We'll see in the future, homie.
Yeah, man. So,
We'll see. We'll see.
we'll be seated with Christ on his throne,
We'll
man,
see.
judging the
I don't
nations,
wish
man.
hellfire on nobody. I don't wish that on nobody. Just like I don't wish death upon nobody. But you'll see,
I don't
homeboy.
either. That's why I'm hoping that you
You'll
come to
see.
Christ,
You'll see,
man. So
homeboy.
you're
And
not
I just
subject
hope
to the judgment of the
I get the
subject to
last
that
laugh.
final judgment.
Don't worry
Because
about
if
it.
you
I
ain't
get
in
the
that
last.
first resurrection, bro, ooh, it's
Don't worry
all
about it. I'm gonna get the last laugh. I promise you that. Know that.
ain't nobody gonna be laughing in hell, bro.
Yeah, know that.
Nobody gonna be laughing in the
You
lake
gonna
of
find
fire.
about that. You gonna find about that triune God you worship real fast, homeboy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be seated with him on his
You
throne, judging the
you gonna see
nations.
the truth on that day, homeboy.
Revelations chapter 3, verse 21, and chapter Revelations 2, 26 through 27.
Let's see how
You'd know
much you
that if
talk.
you knew the prophets, bro.
Let's see how you talk on Judgment Day. Let's see how fly you talk.
I told you I'm going to be seated with Christ on his throne, judging the world and angels.
You gonna get it with you and your unknown authors.
Bro, I got through telling you. I just told you.
You
Chapter 3, verse
ain't never
21. See,
known
you're
all
showing that you don't know what Jesus taught, man. That's a problem. That's why you ended up following a false prophet. If you listened to Jesus, you wouldn't have went that route.
say
Tell me,
amen.
Miguel, what is your profile picture? Out of interest.
My profile picture?
Yeah.
Oh, guy on I think you got to mute up, bro. Something's wrong with your mic. I got a brother on TikTok that made that for me. So actually, it's just a scroll, and it's Republic Nevaim, which means the Prophet's Republic.
Right, and what's the Prophet's Republic?
It's the name of my apologetic ministry, and you got to mute up, bro. And it's a bite off of Plato's Republic.
How old was them little ones in your book? How old was the little ones in your book that they was gonna keep for themselves? How old was they, homeboy?
Well, you just can't leave it alone, can you?
How old was them little ones, homeboy?
Remember, Mohammed was
Those
the
pedophile
greatest
talk, how old was
example for
them
you to
little ones,
follow.
homeboy?
So you shouldn't be using lesser examples
I
to
got a
try to
question.
justify his behavior.
How old was them
He should have never got caught up in that.
how old was them little ones in your Bible,
The minute
boy?
that blood started flowing to his phallus, man, when he saw little Aisha naked at the age of
How
9,
old
is
was
the
them little
minute he should have said, "Oh my gosh, I need to fall on my knees and pray
Yeah,
out to my
Aisha would
Lord
have
and
killed
Savior." How come he didn't do
Yeah, Aisha would have killed you, homeboy. She would have killed you.
that? That's fine,
She would
bro.
have responsible would have
Listen,
killed you,
but
man.
listen, let's get back to Micah chapter
She
5,
would
verse
have.
2. Mekedem Mameolam. What does that mean? You got me stuttering over here.
Nigga learned a couple words. Now he think he her Hebrew speaker.
No, as a matter of fact, we can just
Learn a
hand by
couple
hand
words.
exegete it. As a matter of fact, just go to here. Let me
Recite it.
show you where you can go.
Recite it.
Just go and we'll sparse every single one of these Hebrew words.
Recite it in
So
Hebrew.
what do you mean? I don't need to
Yeah,
recite the whole passage
recite it.
because I don't need to
Recite
recite the whole passage because
it.
I'm
Cause you can't.
telling you that
You can't.
this person, right, Israel, right,
Can't even
this
recite it.
king Melech Hamelech, he's coming out of Bethlehem of Judea, and actually the word used there in the Hebrew actually is the word yalad, right, which actually means to be birthed. That's why when the Magi came to King Herod, they asked, "Where is he is to be born King of the Jews?" And then they recite to him Micah chapter 2.
Is
Jesus is Sar Shalom. He's the Prince of Peace.
Choose the distinction. H-I